All right, good morning, folks, and welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and today we have a special guest with us, Christina McGann, and she even brought her husband along, Ryan, they are with Coastal Pooper Scoopers. Guys, we're going to find some cool stuff out about that here as well. We want to thank our sponsor, Grand Strand Law Group. You can reach them at 843-492-5422, or you can get them online at grandstrandlawgroup.com. They have offices in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach, and they want to be your trusted choice. Stay with us. GBN Live is next. All right, guys, welcome back. Here we have Christina and Ryan with us. There they are. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. So thank you for stopping by today. And first of all, we just want to talk about yourself, where you're from, your family, that kind of stuff.
So I am originally from Southern Maryland, Charles County. Mom's side's originally from there. Dad's side is from West Virginia. So I have the best of both worlds.
There you go.
No kids, but we do have two awesome dogs. So that's pretty much two kids right there.
Yeah. What kind of dogs are they?
One's an Australian Shepherd mix, and the other one is a Pit Bull Shepherd mix. Both rescues from West Virginia.
Of course. I have two Huskies,
Oh.
and they're absolutely lovely, but they shed so much that they make another dog every other day.
Yep.
So, but they're really good, and it's funny because they actually, even though they're Huskies, they enjoy being outside in the heat.
Interesting.
It is interesting, but they both love it. So anyway, so tell us about this Coastal Pooper Scoopers and how it came about.
So we moved down here in October 2020 from Virginia, and we were living in North Myrtle Beach, and we were living in a patio home, but the backyard was not dog friendly from the previous tenants. So there was a park about 3 blocks down the road. So we would take them there. Well, everybody took their dog there, and half of them didn't pick up. So one day, I got super tired of dodging landmines or stepping in landmines at night. So I took the girls back to the house, got our little pooper scooper rake and bucket, and I scooped everything, threw it in their bin, came back to the house, told my husband, North Myrtle Beach should really pay us to pick up their crap.
Right, literally, right?
And then that's when the idea went off in his head.
So you are the only one. There's not another company out there that is scoop and poop, poop and scoop.
There's three that are about our level.
Okay.
So it took off recent in the last 2 or 3 years or so. I think as we started getting out there more and more in front of the public view, other people had the idea as well. So we do have some friendly competition, which is great because the goal is cleaning up the community. It's
absolutely, yeah.
So, but we get along well with one of them. We know of the other, haven't quite reached out, to bridge the gap there yet.
But as far as the company, there's no other locations anywhere outside of Horry County, that kind of stuff.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, so. I gotta hear this. I hear you're a certified pooper scooper. What the heck does that mean?
So there is a course online that we can take. It's for the NOPPS, which is National Organization of Professional Pooper Scoopers. Try to say that fast.
Who knew, right?
And that just
it covers a lot of common technique through the industry.
Mm-hmm.
There is a pooper scooper industry, which is another who knew,
Right.
And it was put together by several seasoned scoopers that have been in the business for decades.
Mm-hmm.
So it's common practice that they have found over the years works best, whether that's how we walk through a yard, shutting gates, cleaning equipment, that kind of thing. So it's not just anybody grabbing a bucket and a rake and coming into your yard. We're certified, we're insured, we're licensed.
Well, we're going to get into that stuff in a little bit, but I did joke about it, and I shouldn't have, but anyway, it is something interesting. But the thing that if you step back, there's things you look for, and we're going to get into those here in a minute too, that It's not just about picking up the poop. And so that's some stuff. So I understand you also do or offer your services to places other than just residential homes. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So most of our clients are residential, but we also offer our services to commercial clients, which are, your apartment complexes, HOAs, dog parks. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Anything in that.
Anywhere, pretty much anywhere a dog poops.
Right. Sure. I was when I read that, I was thinking more even sports complex, because so many places, ball fields or whatever, allow you to bring dogs in,
Yep.
and so that that opens up that opportunity as well. So let's talk about rental properties, Airbnbs. Have you ever had those type of people to reach out to you to say, hey,
We have not yet, but we're aiming for them now.
yeah,
Because especially with it being summer now, I mean, granted, all
Sure.
year long is good, but it's good to, especially for people that it is a pet friendly Airbnb. It is good to come up behind them after each person comes through,
Right.
or each group comes through, and we'll just make sure all the poop is gone, and then we also have this deodorizing, sanitizing spray, which will spray the entire yard, which helps from any diseases like
Right.
parvo or salmonella, any of those bad diseases that come with dog poop.
yeah, and that's something you don't think about, because when you're following, I mean, even a dog park, if you have a dog that has a disease or whatever, and they're in a community environment for dogs, it's easy to transmit those diseases. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. So, if you're coming to my house, do I need to put the dogs up? Do I need to? Because a lot of people have outdoor dogs, which I don't agree with, but
Yeah.
I don't agree with. But they have outdoor dogs. But do they need to put them up so that you can do your job?
If you or anybody else has dogs that love people, like our one dog does, they are more than welcome to stay outside, because that's my favorite part of the job is getting
Right.
to see the furry clients.
Right.
Especially when you're having a bad day, or the last yard was just horrid. It's always good to see like a little furry friendly face.
Right.
Now, if they are not so good with other people and they're very protective, like our other dog, then we would definitely recommend for them to stay in. Also, for the yards that we do spray, that deodorizing, sanitizing spray, we do recommend that the owners keep their pets in just until after we're gone, because it's just easier to spray the entire area versus trying to not hit the dog when the dog thinks it's water and it's not, even though it's safe for pets and dogs.
Well, you think about it too, though. If you're out there and a dog's interrupting your business while you're cleaning up their business, okay, like that, you could leave a spot out or something because you're focused on the dog. So I would think it would be better to let you do your job and then bring them out and play around with them or something. That would be, because you do want to get to have that relationship. You want the dogs to feel comfortable with you, especially if you're there quite a bit. And we're going to talk about that here in after the break a little bit more about some of the services you offer. But what is this bucket list I hear about? There's a lot of information on their website, by the way.
So the bucket service is for those clients with dogs that keep up with picking up their dog poop on a daily or every other day basis. And our bucket service is where they don't put the poop in their waste container, to where it doesn't stink up their container, stink up their garage. And we'll come once a week, twice a week, however much their dog poops, or bi-weekly, and we will literally, so we provide the bucket, and we provide the bags that go with it. So we'll come once a week. Like if you have the bucket service, we'll come to you every Tuesday. We will take that
liner.
I
guess that'd be a good way for it.
out, and then we'll put a brand new one in. And I usually I spray Lysol in it just to give it a
Sure.
smell.
Yeah.
But it's great for people that pick up their poop.
Well, guys, we're going to talk a little bit more about what Coastal Poopers Scoopers does and how they look for certain things that could be diseases or anything that would stand out like that, because you can tell that by poop. Anyway, we'll be right back after this break. We'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Just the Sand. I've been a canine liaison at Grand Strand Law Group for, 30 years? What's that? You don't believe me? I meant 30 dog years, of course. First rule of lawyering, read the fine print. Anywho, my humans at Grand Strand Law Group have a combined 20 years experience. I know, not as much as me, but that's in people years. So yeah, still pretty impressive. Real estate, estate planning, or probate, you need GSLG.
Grand Strand Law Group. Trust us, we have a dog.
Great Business Networking grew out of the idea that by creating lasting friendships within the community, we can make the community even better.
I was looking to network with professionals and to be able to refer my clients to somebody that I trust.
Well, it's really important to trust the members of the group because we really generate quality referrals, and to know somebody, be friends with them, and get that qualified referral is the key to success.
It is networking, but it doesn't feel like networking, and that is important to me. I come to the meetings, I have fun, I make great connections, and I help grow my business.
GBN, these are some of the best professionals in the market, and having that resource available to me, that's priceless.
Well, GBN is a network of business professionals that build long-lasting friendships that will not only grow my business, will grow yours as well. That's what referral marketing is all about.
GBN really is the most important marketing for your business. Check us out today. All right, folks, welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and thank you for watching with us today. We have Christina and Ryan from Coastal Pooper Scoopers with us, and we're going to be getting into a little bit more here in just a moment. But we want to thank our sponsor, Grand Strand Law Group. You can reach them at 843-492-5422 or online at grandstrandlawgroup.com. They want to be your trusted choice. And if you have any questions today for Christina or Ryan, please make sure you type those in the comments, and we'll try to get those on air. And if StreamYard asks for your permission, just go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, and that way we can see your comments. So, all right, here we go. So let's talk about, you guys go above and beyond in your service, but there's some things that you can look for when you're picking up their business that, that people may not be aware of. Can you talk a little bit about some of those things?
So we've actually had a few instances like that. For one instance, I picked up a yard and there was a lot of white poop, which will incline that the dog has too much calcium in their diet. So what I will do, I'll take a photo of it so I can show the owner. I'll text them and I'll just put a little thing in. So what I texted this client, I told her, hey, I just finished scooping your yard. I noticed there was a lot of white poop, which means a lot of calcium is in your dog's diet, and I just wanted to make you aware in case one of your dogs isn't feeling good. So what it actually ended up being, she took her to the vet, and there was a lot of calcium because she started giving them bones. So she was very grateful, because dog owners, if they don't go outside much, they don't see it.
Right, yeah.
And then, of course, there's the runnies. And if I see a lot of that, usually I won't take a picture of that. I'll just say it's very runny because nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
And then just same thing. I noticed some blood in your dog's stool. You might want to get them checked out. Or, hey, I noticed there was a lot of fabric in your dog's stool. I think they're eating something that they shouldn't be.
One of my Huskies does that. She will find anything and just eat it. And I'm like, what in the world? Thank gosh, knock on wood, it hasn't done anything to her intestines, but it could easily get wrapped around them and have to have major surgery. So I did already have to have major surgery with one of my dogs. She bit her tail off completely. Yeah.
She caught the tail.
She did. She looks like a little Doberman now. And she had a beautiful tail. It sucks. But anyway. All right, so that brings us to the next question. You pick all this up. What do you do with it?
So it all makes its way to the landfill, which is where it needs to be.
Sure.
Instead of your backyard or the waterway or, whatever. As we've been growing, We started with our regular residential trash bin. We just kept the smell down, cleaned it, regularly, and but this past year we've had to utilize some friends that have dumpster space, other pet related businesses, that kind of thing. But what we're working on right now is finding land that's close to our home office that we can actually put a dumpster or two on. Just that way, it's more professional. It's easier for
Sure.
us. We don't have to go to North Myrtle on this day or Myrtle on that day to where we currently are using dumpsters, and that way it's more legitimate that way. It's not easier on us.
Well, you do want to dispose of that properly because if, like you said, if there's diseases in it,
Right.
you don't want somebody to be a human or a dog to be able to get into those.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's a interesting way to do that. So I saw on your website that you let me get my glasses because I can't read anymore. Where you actually go? You service from Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina, all the way down to Pawleys Island, the low end of Pawleys Island. That's a huge territory. And then how far inland do you go?
We go as far inland as Conway.
Okay.
With the Ocean Isle, we offer it. We haven't had any clients up there yet. So it's there. It's on the website. We're trying to get up into there.
We've had a lot of interest in that area.
Yeah, I would think that you would be able to do some cross promotions with maybe vet offices or even adoption centers or something like that. That could be huge for you guys and them.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And we do. We have a great relationship with the North Myrtle Beach Humane Society.
Oh, awesome.
So we do some work with them.
Very close relationship.
Yeah, that's neat. Okay, so tell us about these pet stations that you have.
So the pet waste stations, they are good for communities that do not have pet waste stations, and there is a dog poop problem with people that don't, carry dog bags with them. They're set up in strategic places in a neighborhood, and what we do, we order them, we set them up, keep them clean, replace any parts that break or anything or get rusted, and then we'll go once a week or twice a week, depending on how much the dog poop flow is. And we'll empty them, spray them down.
So typically these are I think they're green, aren't they? Yeah. So they're the ones that stick in the ground. They have the bags, and then you can put the bag into like a trash can inside of it, that kind of stuff. Well, those would be great for HOAs or communities that, have dogs like that. That's a great idea.
And the great thing, and what I try to push with our communities that we, reach out to us, or we're helping eliminate that task from the maintenance or groundskeepers or HOA volunteers. That's usually the last thing on their to-do list. So it piles up over time, but we're guaranteed, we're going to take care of it. That is our one and only job.
Right.
And we're going to cost less than, a maintenance technician or groundskeeper.
Right.
Over time. So
I'm going to bring that up to our board because we have a huge baseball field. That's all grass, but when people aren't playing baseball, they actually bring their pets out there and let them run. So we even have a double tennis court area that's fenced in with I think it's 18-foot tall fence. It's huge. Wow. And so I usually will let my Huskies in there and let them run around just to get some exercise. And they love it. They absolutely love it. And I don't have to worry about them jumping the fence because it's 18 foot tall. So one of them would try, trust me, but they won't. So that's cool. So, all right, let's get into some of your pricing here and how that works, and then some of the plans that you have going on.
So she's doing great. She's learning the ropes. So we have a couple different options: weekly, twice a week, bi-weekly. At the moment, we have a once a month, and then we can just do one-time cleanup. So if you're going out of town on vacation and nobody's around to clean up,
right?
But our most popular is our weekly, which is usually 4 services a month, 5 in the longer months. But we start that at $76 a month, so about $19 a week.
That's nothing.
Which is nothing. Yeah.
No.
So it's very affordable. And with that, the price to haul it away, is all in there. all built into that. And we offer the deodorizer and sanitizer as an add-on. Pricing on that, we're tweaking a little bit, but once a month for the spray add-on with a scooping service is $15, $20 for bi-weekly, twice a month, 2 sprays a month, and it's $25 for 4 sprays a month. And then we can do a standalone just spray, and that's $45.
Wow.
And then it goes from there. If you have multiple dogs, it's $4 for each additional dog. So
Very affordable.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we're proud that we're able to keep it affordable, and obviously, have enough to keep us growing. And, we're looking to expand the team this year anyway. And so it's doing well. Our twice a week, if I remember correctly, that starts at $120 a month for one dog. And that's when you break that down, it's 8 services a month. So a little bit less on the wall.
Yeah.
A little bit of a savings there.
Yeah. Well, if you have a lot of dogs, that's worth it doing it more often,
Absolutely.
obviously, because you're going to have more waste,
Yeah.
right? So, and a lot of times that when you have, I didn't know this until I was speaking to a pest control guy the other day, but if you have a lot of dog waste in your yard, that it actually attracts different insects and everything else,
Absolutely.
especially flies, which we all know. But that's you want to get that up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I agree.
You attract those bugs. That's going to bring your possums and your raccoons or your
Yeah,
snakes.
exactly,
And mice.
yeah.
That brings in your coyotes and your
Yeah.
bears and your bobcats. It's a big
Chain of events, isn't it? Yeah. In my neighborhood, unfortunately, they found a rattlesnake the other day, and it was almost 8 foot long.
Oh wow.
And somebody posted it on our Facebook group, and they said, "What kind of snake is this?" And I said, "Well, in my yard, it would be a South Carolina dead snake." So I don't know about y'all, but that would be that would be what I'd call it. But yeah, ugh, that's crazy. So hey, let's do rapid fire right quick, old Tommy. All right, guys, it's time for rapid fire where we get to know Christina and Ryan just a little bit more. And so, Christina, will direct these toward you, but Ryan, you can chime in anytime you want to. So, what was your first job?
My first job was working at Checkers.
Checkers. Oh my gosh, I miss Checkers. I wish we had a Checkers down here. Checkers had great burgers. Oh,
Oh yeah, and fries.
yeah. Well, yeah, but I love their burgers. That was great. For a very short period of time, they had chili burgers.
Yes.
It was a very short period of time. I guess it didn't take off, but my gosh, it was amazing.
Probably because they were messy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Are you a night owl or an early bird?
It depends. Mostly
Yeah.
a night owl.
Yeah. I understand that. I was here in the studio until almost 2 o'clock this morning, and I was back here at 7. So I get you. Dog or a cat person?
Dog.
Yeah, I kind of knew that answer. You probably don't pick up much cat poop, do you?
No. No.
All right. Dark or milk chocolate?
Dark.
Dark. Most women pick up dark. So I don't. Favorite color?
Pink.
Pink. Favorite word or phrase?
That's my favorite word.
I like it.
Or favorite phrase. Oh, and it just left me.
I should know.
I know.
There you go. Favorite movie or actor?
Barbie.
See, I haven't seen that. That was a men bashing movie, and I didn't watch it, and I'm not going to. So,
Well, second favorite Fast and Furious saga.
oh yeah, well there you go. There you go. That's more like it. Favorite song or artist?
Ooh. El King.
Wow.
And Miranda Lambert.
Yeah, I like Miranda. She was here at the CCMF last year, and I got a very close up of her that I'll tell you about after the show. All right, favorite vacation spot?
Ireland.
Ireland. Have you been, or you want to go?
We went for our honeymoon.
Oh,
It was
nice.
very nice. So we were definitely wanting to go back. But favorite spot, I would say in the mountains.
Yeah, I want to go to Scotland because I have some Scottish roots to me, so I want to go to Scotland. That's my big one. Favorite mobile app? One you use regularly?
Waze.
Really?
I do use Waze a lot.
Well, it gets her where she needs to go. So, all right. Well, thank you for playing with us on Rapid Fire. So, so before you go, as a member of GBN, tell us what referral networking means to you, and specifically why you chose GBN.
So we were introduced to GBN through the Chamber of Commerce that we are part of in North Myrtle Beach. One of the members was telling us about it, like, hey, if you want to, get your name out there more, that you should join this group. And we went for 2 visits, and I really liked the atmosphere, and everybody was just so nice and welcoming. And we've gotten a lot of referrals from there, and just like a really close knit group,
right.
And I love it. But there's places that, like, we're trying to get into the sports complex in North Myrtle Beach, and people will be like, hey, I know this person, try them. And then of course, the Humane Society of North Myrtle Beach, we love supporting them. And I've never been a part of a networking group, and I just love it because there's things that you need that other people know, and so it's just like give and take.
Right. Well, one of the things I always like to look at is, to me, I look at it as a bonus if you sell to the people in the room, but I want to sell to their network.
Right.
Yep.
So and that could be huge because, on Facebook alone, we all have more than 100 friends.
Right.
So if you have 30 people in the chapter, that right there is just 3,000 people with 100 people. And we all have more than that. So you're right, the networking. And you're with the Grand Strand North chapter, right?
Yep.
The one that meets at Bowling Nose on Thursday mornings at 7:30. So go check them out. And guys, we thank you for joining us today. And if you guys need your poop scooped, call Coastal Pooper Scoopers. There you go. You can reach them at coastalpooperscooper.com, or you can reach them by contacting them at 843-582-6047. That's 843-582-6047. Guys, remember, if it's Wednesday, it's GBN Live. We'll see you again soon.
Hi, I'm Jess the Sand. I've been a canine liaison at Grand Strand Law Group for, 30 years? What's that? You don't believe me? I meant 30 dog years, of course. First rule of lawyering, read the fine print. Anywho, my humans at Grand Strand Law Group have a combined 20 years experience. I know, not as much as me, but that's in people years. So yeah, still pretty impressive. Real estate, estate planning, or probate, you need GSLG.
Grand Strand Law Group. Trust us, we have a dog.
Great Business Networking grew out of the idea that by creating lasting friendships within the community, we can make the community even better.
I was looking to network with professionals and to be able to refer my clients to somebody that I trust.
Well, it's really important to trust the members of the group because we really generate quality referrals, and to know somebody, be friends with them, and get that the qualified referral is the key to success.
It is networking, but it doesn't feel like networking, and that is important to me. I come to the meetings, I have fun, I make great connections, and I help grow my business.
GBN, these are some of the best professionals in the market, and having that resource available to me, that's priceless.
Well, GBN is a network of business professionals that build long-lasting friendships that will not only grow my business, will grow yours as well. That's what referral marketing is all about.
GBN really is the most important marketing for your business. Check us out today. All right, folks, welcome back to GBN Live. And I'm sorry we're having some technical difficulties, but Scott, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I still can't hear you, and I don't know what that is. We can hear you through our system, or we can't hear you through our system at all, not even through me. So unfortunately, we're going to have to reschedule if I can't hear you, because if I can't hear you, the listeners can't hear you.
Right, right.
I don't know what you said. Sorry. So, but guys, we're going to have to reschedule this show, and I apologize for you, but we'll see if we can figure it out down the road. But that was Scott, and Scott will be back on the show soon. So, thank you, Scott. Sorry about that, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.